What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. Thank you for joining. As always, I appreciate you. Elon Musk is more wealthy than Bill Gates and Warren Buffett combined. Think about that. That dude's done it. Elon Musk is one of the greatest business and physics and engineering minds that has ever walked the planet that I'm aware of. Obviously, the greatest of our lifetime. Like, I think he was Steve Jobs with more broad technical knowledge that applies to more aspects of life. If you don't know, if you don't watch the channel, I am a huge Elon Musk fan, and I want to give you my takeaway from that headline. I don't need to get much deeper than he's richer than these two people. Now he's going to have the target on his back. What does that mean for common people? I'm not going to answer that whole question here because it means a lot. It means exploration. It means a lot to us and our country and the world. But here's my first takeaway. There were a lot of people who got in early on this Elon Musk train. When I mean that, I mean people who invested in Tesla when Elon Musk was sleeping in the plants because they couldn't get the Model 3 ramped up because they had production issues. People who invested at that time, many of them flipped that money into millions because they saw what was happening. They were ahead of the curve. So the natural, logical question for many Americans who are not Tesla experts, I consider myself extremely knowledgeable in Tesla. Not an expert. I will never call myself an expert in anything, but I'm knowledgeable. I can talk about this in very detailed level. I'm going to keep macro here, but I can get detailed with Tesla if I need to. The logical question is it too late? Just like with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin went from 100 to 1,000, was it too late? When it went from 1,000 to 6,000 a coin, was it too late? Now it's at 62,000. Is it too late? I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin because I'm not an expert in that. But for Tesla, I can tell you it's not too late. Listen to me. It's my opinion. I'm just a dude in his basement. I'm giving you my opinion. For me, it's not too late. Not even close. It's just getting started. The party is getting started. Did you ever in college or wherever, I'm older, so that's where I'm referring back to, but you maybe messed around like, oh, we're going to go out tonight. And a lot of times the party didn't get jumping until after 11 p.m. or 11:30 or even midnight. And then it gets around to midnight. You've been doing whatever you're doing and you're actually getting tired or whatever. You're like, is it even worth going to the party? The party is going to be rocking and rolling. If the party peaks at midnight, we're at 11. We're at 10. Come on in. Don't be at home. That's my opinion. That's my big takeaway. I dig into Tesla because I love the company and I apply Elon Musk's philosophies to my life and teach them to my children. That's how big I'm into it. So I would say I am probably more knowledgeable in Tesla because I live, eat, breathe this company. God bless my wife. She is so tired of hearing me talk about Tesla, but we're working from home. You're going to hear what's on my mind. And, she could easily say, you know what? I don't want to ever hear you talk about that company again. But she puts up with it. So really, thank you. Love my wife for that and many other things. But I'm not dissing any of these talking heads. They are more knowledgeable in general. I'm more knowledgeable on that specific topic. It's not too late. Come join the party. Many people are triggered. Elon Musk is going to have a bullseye on his back. People are triggered by him being worth more than those two giants put together. He's going to be the first trillionaire ever on paper. That's going to happen. Just a matter of time. And if that triggers you, no disrespect. This video isn't about to be disrespecting you. It's just going to give the perspective of it's okay, in my opinion, if you're triggered by Elon. I'm not, obviously. I'm triggered in a positive way. If you're triggered in a negative way, it's okay to still come join the party. I think there's this attitude that if I'm a populist I think Elon is a populist. I could be wrong, but I think he is. But there's this thought that I'm a populist or I'm a progressive on the left, like a real progressive on the left. or I'm a populist on the right, like Steve Bannon populist, which I like both populist sides. There's this thought like, I'm a populist. I can't be for someone who's a trillionaire. And that's fine. But here's what, don't let it stop you from being a capitalist. We live in a capitalist society. So it's okay if you jump aboard and invest. If you do your own research, this video triggers you to research Tesla. The party's just, it's not even starting yet. The DJ's still playing the good songs, but not the hype ones because there's not enough people in yet. It's early enough. You can jump aboard. Now, here's what I'm talking about. If Patrisse Cullors can portray herself as a Marxist socialist, but then flip homes and buy homes and looking in the Bahamas, you can take care of yourself too. If AOC can wear a dress worth thousands of dollars, tax the rich, and go to fancy parties and hobnob with the rich and famous while still portraying herself as whatever for the people, you can invest in Tesla too for long term. Nicole Hannah-Jones, Tamika Mallory, I'm not knocking them. Hassan Piker, I'm not knocking them. Tim Pool, all of them. Get paid. It's okay. You can be triggered by Elon Musk and still invest in Tesla. Money that you can afford to invest. It's okay. Or you cannot be triggered by Elon Musk and still jump aboard. It's okay to be a populist, and we live in a capitalist society to make smart moves within that. You choose what job you work with. You choose whether to save your money or not. My thing is just come join the party. I'm going to end with this. I'm talking about long term. My background is I was a math and statistic major at the University of Michigan. I was in actuarial science, very statistics and math-based profession. I'm not in that profession anymore. Very basic statistics. When you talk about, I'm going to end with what's gambling and what's investing. Many of you already know this. Short term is gambling. Long term is investing. What defines long term? It's hard to say, but I'm talking years when I talk about investing in Tesla, it not being too late. In the short term, if you're going to invest in any investment, doesn't matter if it's a car or Tesla or a house, whatever it is, when you look at the short term, the market can fluctuate. And what that represents, say you are in a perfect environment, in a vacuum, and you're flipping a coin, and you're flipping it 100% fairly. Well, you know that in the long run, it would be half heads, half tails. But if you flip it only 10 times, it could come up 7 times tails, 7 times head, 8 times tails. That doesn't mean the odds are really 80% it's heads or 80% it's tails. If you flip it 1,000,000 times in that environment, you know the numbers will play out to 500,000 times heads, 500,000 times tails. That's the difference. Short term, you can have noise or volatility. So the market could crash tomorrow. But what I'm talking about is investing for 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It's still not too late. Come aboard. Let me know what you think. Take care.